I'm Spencer with energeticcity.ca, and this is the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances, and I am at the always exciting North Peace Museum, joined by the lovely Heather Sjoblom. How are you doing?
I'm good, you?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you. I don't know if you can see behind us, but we are standing in front of a sleigh. You can see the top part, which it just kind of makes it look like a little, like, you know, when you're hiking, there's a map there. That's what it looks like. Anyway, we're going to talk about something a little bit more exciting than maps, and that is the winter scavenger hunt that's coming up. When does that kick off?
So that's all this weekend. So Friday the 17th from 9 to 5, Saturday from 11 to 4, and Monday afternoon from 1 to 4.
All right, and that essentially is the exact same dates as the High on Ice Festival, which is happening right next door.
That's right.
So if you get a little too chilly, it happens. High on ice, you can't be high on ice the whole time. You're gonna eventually be freezing on ice. So you got to stop by the museum, and then you can do your lovely scavenger hunt, which you have the piece of paper.
So it's a 3-page scavenger hunt, and you're looking for winter-themed artifacts around the museum. So anything from the sleigh behind us to much smaller items.
That's
like
a freebie. You can have that
goggles.
one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to tell you where in the museum it is. You'll have to find out yourself. But that is maybe one of the things on there.
And then we have lots of fun facts about everything you're finding, and some stories, some memories of different people about what it was like winter 100 years ago or so, which is a lot different than the luxuries we enjoy today.
Spoiler alert, it was very cold. And we didn't have, you know, natural gas heaters. Or did we? I don't know, you'll have to find out. I don't know, I like that I come in here and I just start spouting facts like they're facts, and they're not. They're just whatever comes to my brain. But you also recently held a fur trade event.
Yes.
How did that go?
That was super successful. We had about 29 people out, and I learned stuff from the second presentation.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'd never seen a trap before, like set before.
Oh, really?
We have lots of traps in our collection.
I'll have to bug you.
Anyway, that was cool. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Raymond Edens and the Trappers Association were great.
So I'm curious, what kind of goes into planning a scavenger hunt?
Well, this one in some ways was easy because I knew I'd already been thinking about it for a while. We wanted to do this one for a long time, but the pandemic's kind of interfered with in-person events around the time of High on Ice.
Just everything in the scope of life.
So I've been thinking about it, and then it's really easy if you know where to kind of start spotting stuff, and some of these stories come out from different exhibits and so on we've done over the years. And then there's prizes.
So it's like the opposite of an Easter egg hunt. An Easter egg hunt, you're like planting things, where this one, you're already looking at things that have been here for a while.
Yes, I could have planted things if I needed to, but honestly,
maybe
there was so much more I could have done, like a 5-page scavenger hunt.
Man, you need to do, so I think what you should do is you should have, you know, some small scavenger hunts, and then everybody who like wins the scavenger hunt, you should send an email to being like, you have been chosen for the ultimate scavenger hunt. This is why I'm not the curator of the museum. Nobody would deal with my shenanigans. But anyway, I guess, so is there any cost associated with
it's free. This is supported by the province of British Columbia. So the idea is families come in and do the scavenger hunt, but you don't have to. It's also an open house, so anyone can come and just go through the museum for free. And if you give the scavenger hunt a good stab, then you can get a prize.
Nice. All you have to do is try, and it's free knowledge, which is the best kind of knowledge.
Yes.
And you can also peruse all the lovely books and other items in the gift shop. That's like one of my favorite things, is going to museums and checking out the gift shop.
Yeah, and that's right. If your ears are cold from High on Ice, we have some great winter hats.
I have one of your hats and gloves. They a year later, they're still standing up to the test of the winter, so that is fantastic. All right, the question that I have about the scavenger hunt, and this might be giving a spoiler out, what is your favorite item that is featured in the scavenger hunt, and why?
Oh, that is a tricky one.
I know, I should have been an English teacher in a past life. You know how every English thing is like, explain why.
Well, one of my favorites, anyway, I don't know if I can pick an absolute favorite, is the snow goggles that we have. I love to show them to school groups as we go through. So basically they acted as sunglasses, so you wouldn't get snow blindness. So all the glare coming off the snow on a sunny day can create kind of sandiness in your eyes that is snow blindness, and then you have to stop and like literally just rest your eyes. Otherwise it can develop into permanent blindness. So this is stuff that people like trappers and so on who are out all day in the snow would wear before we had sunglasses.
They're like the vintage polarized sunglasses that every skier wears.
They are. They're wooden with a little slit.
They're the vintage Oakleys. You got to check them out. All right, Heather, this has been fantastic. I'm actually probably going to stop by this weekend. You got to learn all you can about the North Peace while you're in it, because it's a fantastic area. All right, so that is running from the 17th to the 20th. 20th? You just told me. If you're not sure, just turn back in the video. You'll find out. But excellent. To the 20th, it's free. Bring the kids. Bring grandma. I don't know. She'd probably be excited. Excellent. I'm very excited. I will stop by, and it's a great activity when you're cold. Just come and warm up at the museum. They have toques and all the good stuff that you need during the winter. This has been the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. Before I let you go, Heather, is there anything else you want to add?
We have lots of parking here. It's a good place to stop, but you got to come in the museum.
It's great
and
parking.
You got to pay attention to when the gates close.
Yes, pay attention to when the gates close, but if you're driving on that on 100th Street and you're like, oh crap, Centennial Park is closed because of high on ice, well, you just go into the next one. Heather didn't hear me say that, but anyway, perfect. Check out the museum for parking and free knowledge and more. Again, this has been the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Spencer for energeticcity.ca. Awkwardly excited about winter scavenger hunts.